Hello lads and ladies and welcome to this. Now today we are back for another video on the channel. Now today we are predicting game week 11 already in Sky Bet League 1. The games are coming quick and fast. It's 6 games in 3 weeks. It's relentless in the EFL League 1. We've got Charlton against Fleetwood. We've got Shrewsbury against Burton. We've got Sunderland against Ipswich. We've got Lincoln against Portsmouth. Some big games in here. We are going to predict them. Let me know if you agree with me or you predict different in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. The first game is the early kick-off, Shrewsbury against Burton. Burton haven't won away yet this season. Shrewsbury haven't won at home yet this season. Both have got 6 points from 9-10 games this season. Both are really struggling. Both need a win. Both managers under pressure, especially Sam Ricketts at Shrewsbury. I thought both sides when we played and we dominated both games. It's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be a game where one side wins 1-0 and whoever gets that first goal is going to go and win it. It's going to be a really tight game. Two poor sides in my opinion. I've gone for a Burton Albion win just because they have been improving of late. They've got a couple of good points on the road against Bristol Rovers and they got one against Peterborough the other week, and they're going to go for a Burton win on this one. Blackpool against Wigan. Now Blackpool have got 2 wins from the last 3, so they're starting to pick up. Both sides that are down there in MK Dons and Burton, but you've got to beat the sides that are put in front of you. Blackpool are in a false position in my opinion, and they'll get going shortly. They're starting to play 4-4-2 now. They have been playing 4-3-3 and that hasn't really been working, so maybe get the best out of Jerry Yates, Gary Medine, Sully Kai. Wigan only scored 3 in the last 6 games, 2 of them coming the other day. Only 1 point from the last 6 games as well. They're really struggling under John Sheridan. They just need a goal, they just need a win. I'm going to go for a Blackpool win, a convincing 2-0 victory on this one. Lee, you won't have to sweat on this one. Another cracker is Bristol Rovers against Peterborough. Now, Bristol Rovers, again, they got a good point against Rochdale the other day, and they're kind of iffy. They'll win 1, draw 1, lose 1, and that shows in the form. 9 games, 3 wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats. And I just don't see any consistency with them. They're very inconsistent and they're doing well for a mid-table side. However, Peterborough, they are consistent. They've won 6 out of the last 7, drawing 1 against Burton. They're the league's entertainers. They scored 19 goals out of 10 games this year, an average of 1.9 games per game. They scored 5 the other day. They're on absolute fire up front. They're keeping clean sheets. They're keeping it tight to the back. They're winning games of football. The top of the league, 3-1 to Peterborough on this one. Next up is Charlton against Fleetwood, the Hummel derby. Both sides wear Hummel, but Charlton 5 goals conceded out of their 9 games this season. They have the best defence in the league. Only second is Sunderland on 6 games, 6 goals conceded. But Charlton are a fantastic side. They've won the last 5 games, keeping 6 clean sheets in a row now, so 19 points from the last 21. They're on absolute fire. They're winning games of football. 8 goals scored in the last 5, 0 conceded. Fleetwood have won the last 3 though, 13 collected from the last 18, 1 defeat from the last 6. It's going to be a tight one. In my heart, I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. I'd love that all day. In fact, I'd love a win. Lee Bowyer is one of the best managers in the EFL, in my opinion, and one of the best in League 1, if not the best. 0-0 draw. Crewe against Gillingham. Now, Crewe have 10 points from their opening 9 games, and they have lost the last 2 games when they've not scored. So, you never know what to get from Crewe. Sometimes they'll let you to beat Doncaster away from home, and then they'll go and lose a game, and they drew to Blackpool early on in the season. So, you don't know what Crewe side's going to turn up. They'll be good enough to stay up, in my opinion. They're facing an out-form Gillingham side that are conceding goals, lost the last 5 games, conceding 11 goals, but they have played Peterborough, they played Ipswich, they played Sunderland, they played Fleetwood, so they are playing good sides. Portsmouth in there as well. I think they'll get a surprise win in this one. With Steve Evans, he always surprises you, and go for a 2-1 Gillingham victory away from home at Crewe. Next up, Lincoln against Portsmouth. Now, Lincoln again lost at the weekend, their 2nd defeat out of their opening 10. And Portsmouth always beat the better sides when you don't expect them to. They beat Sunderland, they beat Gillingham, they were unlucky against Charlton. So for me, I think they're going to win this game. I have a slight feeling they're going to come away from Sincil Bank the only second team to win there this season after Bristol Rovers. Lincoln are a good side, but both be up there come the end of the season in my opinion. But on this one, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Portsmouth win. Portsmouth fans, every time I predicted you to win this season, you've only won 1 out of the 2. Every time I predicted you to lose, you've won. I apologise, and Lincoln, congratulations on your victory. Now I predicted Portsmouth to win. Oxford against Rochdale. Now, two sides I've already seen in the opening 10 games against my team, Fleetwood Town. Oxford are in a false position, in my opinion. They played some good sides, and it's just the look of the draw. They started poor last year, in my opinion, but they will come good. I really do believe that. Rochdale are a side that you don't know what to get out of them, but they're a good side and they win, and they always surprise a few, and they've got that kind of mentality where they want to prove all the doubters wrong, including myself. I am going to go for a 1-0 Oxford win. Carl Robinson's a good manager, and they will turn it around at some point this season. 1-0 to the Yellows on this one. Plymouth against Swindon. Now, Plymouth didn't play at the weekend. Swindon did. 3rd win for them of the season. 3 wins, 5 defeats in the league. So, they're very unexpected. You don't know what to get out of them. All 3 wins have come at home. Plymouth 15 points this season from their opening 9. I am going to go for a Plymouth win on this one. That's all I can see. 2-0 to Plymouth. They're going to be up there come the end of the season, in my opinion. Swindon, I think they have enough to stay up. But on this one, Plymouth are going to get 3 points and a clean sheet. Sunderland face Ipswich at the Stadium of Light. Now, Sunderland only lost once there this season to Portsmouth. Got back to winning ways against Gillingham at the weekend. A good point against Rochdale in the week. So 4 out of the last 9 collected. They're still around the playoffs, which is good for them. They will be expected to kind of beat the better side. Ipswich have played 2 fairly good sides in this league, in my opinion. They played Doncaster, they lost. They played Lincoln and lost. They are beating the teams down there, like the Accringtons and Crews. At home, been very good at home, but away from home they're struggling. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sunderland victory on this one. I was going to go for a draw. I'm just fancying a Sunderland victory. Wimbledon against Doncaster. Now, Doncaster, what they've done this season, every time I predict them to win after they beat a good side, they've always lost. Wimbledon keeps surprising me when I keep saying them to lose. And Ben Spencer keeps coming at me saying, oh, you're jinxing it. I am going to go for a 2-1 Doncaster win on this one. I just have a feeling Doncaster are going to get 3 points. I was going to go 2 on Wimbledon, but with Doncaster really on form at the moment, they seem to just get 3 points when they're not expected to. Wimbledon, again, they're doing really well this season. They got a win at home last weekend, a good point at the weekend. I'm going to go for a Doncaster win on this one. They will be in the top 10 come the end of the season. 2-1 to Doncaster Rovers. And finally, Northampton against MK Dons. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Northampton victory. Now, MK Dons are normally better at home. They're away from home in this one. Northampton need points. They got a great win at weekend against Wigan, as you'd expect them to. But for me, Northampton will get back-to-back wins for the first time this season. They are very bad at the back. Northampton conceding 20 goals this season. The joint most with Burton Albion. Again, you need goals, you need wins, and I don't think they'll get a clean sheet. I think they'll win this one by 2-1. So there are my predictions. I hope you did enjoy the video. Please smash a like rating if you did. Can we try and hit? We got 40 on the last one. Can we try and get 50 likes on this one? That would be amazing. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, that'd be massively appreciated. We're growing bigger every day. I hope your team get a good result this weekend. Let me know who you support down in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Up the Cods.